Hi everybody, it's Lori from Make Mealtime Amazing with Lori and Pampered Chef. And tonight is our first in our cooking series. I wanted to take a moment to show you some of the great Pampered Chef products. We're going to make this amazing French onion and mushroom soup tonight. I'm going to go through all the ingredients step by step. We're going to pause a little bit in between while the soup actually cooks. But I have prepped a lot of it ahead of time so that I can show you quick and easy how a lot of these fabulous tools work. And then we're going to put it all together to make this awesome soup. So our ingredients tonight are going to be butter, French bread, cremini mushrooms. Spoiler alert, I took the mushrooms out because we didn't want mushrooms in our soup, but it has cremini mushrooms. 5 large sweet onions, 3 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of sugar, a half cup of dry red wine, woohoo! Flour, beef stock, salt, pepper, some nice fresh thyme, and some shredded Gruyere cheese. So we're going to put all of this fabulousness together and make this soup. Well, first, before I even tell you about our first step, let me introduce you to this little lovely. It's still a little hot because I did our first step already, but this is the Rock Crock Dutch oven. This thing is amazing. So you can cook with it, boil, all of your stovetop kitchen things you can do, but you can also microwave with it. You can broil it, can go right in the oven. So you can take it from the stovetop into the oven. You can use this on the grill. This is fabulous for any of your one-pot meals that you want to make, and that's what we're going to do tonight with this French onion and mushroom soup. So step 1 was to take our Dutch oven, melt some butter in it, and place all of these little slices of French bread in it to toast it up. These are going to be the croutons that go on top of the soup at the very end. And I used my chef tongs, my large chef tongs. What's awesome with these is when they're upright, they're closed. When they go down, they open. So very handy and easy if you want to put it up, put it down, it stays closed, bring it back up, down, ready to pick up. Also the large bar pan, this is the stoneware bar pan. Now we just released a whole new set of stoneware on our fall catalog, September 1st. It is fabulous, it does everything your old stoneware did and more. You can preheat with it, it can go in the microwave, it can go in the dishwasher. So easy to clean up now with the stoneware. Now, I'm skipping step 2 only because we didn't want mushrooms in our soup tonight. But we would then take some more butter, melt it into that beautiful Dutch oven over there, add our quartered cremini mushrooms, and just cook them 8 to 9 minutes until the mushrooms are nice and brown, and then you would take those out of the Dutch oven. Step 3, slicing the onions. Now, I did most of our onions ahead of time because these things made me cry. So I did most of them ahead of time, but wanted to just leave one to show you. I'm cutting on the flexible cutting mat set. There's 3 mats here. This one gives you different sizes. So if you had to do something julienne, fine julienne, large dice, medium dice, small dice, what the heck does that mean? How big is a small dice? Well, there it is right there. It can help you figure out what you need to put in your recipes. And some measurements down here, inches and centimeters. This one tells you all about different knives, your chef knife, utility knife, all different types of knives. Again, measurements here. If you needed to measure something out, you've got a handy dandy ruler right there. And lastly, portion size. What is a portion? If it's a thumb tip, thumb, palm, how much of a, fist, hand, like it tells you how much these different servings would be. So for example, a thumb might be 1 to 2 tablespoons. Just to kind of give you, if you don't have that tablespoon handy, you might want to use your thumb. Figure it out from here. This gives you some great ideas to help you do all that. We've done most of the onions. However, I'm going to do this last one. This is the Santoku knife, chef's, one of the line of chef's knives at Pampered Chef. Nice and heavy, good, sharp knife. You don't want to touch this the wrong way. Just slices right through it. So super easy. I'm actually going to remove the core of this onion. Now you could cut this in nice slices with our simple slicer, However, I am going to use a couple of other tools tonight that I have here that I wanted to show you how they work. And the first is the quick slice. This is great for cutting slices of cucumber, zucchini, tomato, cheese, bread, all kinds of things. It has a V-shaped, you probably can't see from that angle, but it's an inverted V here of blades. And I would just take my food like that, put it in, and away it goes, sliced. Now I'm going to do a couple of these because I want these onions nice and small in our soup. And I can kind of just do that. Slice it again. Quick and easy. Now you'll notice I did cut these onions in smaller pieces. This is great for softer things, zucchini, cucumber, stuff like that. You don't want to do a big chunk of onion. Potatoes, no way, don't do it. You'll break it. It'll actually void the warranty. Most of our products come with at least, well, everything comes with a 1-year warranty and some even a lifetime warranty. But you don't want to cut anything like baked potatoes on there. So you can see how nicely cut that made. So I'll pop that into our bowl of onions. That's the quick slicer. Love this guy. The other thing I want to show you though is the food chopper. Now my joke with this food chopper is I've had this food chopper as long as I've had my oldest daughter, who's 16 years old. So that's how long that this food chopper has held up. Comes apart, you can put it right in the dishwasher, clean it up. The blade slides right on there. And then this turns onto it, and there you go, quick chopper. So, whack, 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 right? Look at how nice and chopped up that onion is. I love this thing. And let me tell you, you come home from work and you have had a rough day, this thing is the way to get your stress out, right? Chop it all up nice and nice. So, we've chopped all our onions up now. Our next step is actually to put all of our butter, got 4 tablespoons of butter, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of garlic. Now, I love this new garlic press. I did some of our garlic already. Comes like this. You just put, you don't even have to take the skin off of it. You don't have to do anything. You just put it right on in there and then give it a good squeeze. And out comes all the garlic. I like to take my kitchen prep knife, give it a little scrape. Open that back up and look, the whole skin and everything is right here. I don't need to have to do anything with it. I don't have to sit here and try to peel it like I used to get all the skin off before I sliced and diced. Just put that right in. We'll do 2 more of those. Squish. It also comes with a little brush that fits right in here. And that little brush will actually get in and clean out all of those little holes to get all that garlic that's stuck in there. Gets it all right out of there. So very easy to clean up and goes right in the dishwasher if you'd like. All right, so we use the garlic press to get all of our garlic prepared. The next thing we're gonna do, we need to use some of our adjustable measuring spoons. These things are awesome. This is the 1 tablespoon. You can slide right down to 1 teaspoon size. And anything in between, very easy. Comes apart for cleaning. So if you get a little flour, sugar, something in there, no worries. The whole thing can go right in the dishwasher. And then there's also a smaller size for your teaspoons. 1 teaspoon, down to 1/8 of a teaspoon. Very easy to slide with your thumb. Again, comes right off for easy peasy cleaning. So the next step in our recipe, because we're doing a little demo and a little product stuff, is we are going to actually cook the mushrooms with the garlic with a little bit of sugar. So I'm going to take my adjustable measuring spoon. I've got some sugar here. Just level it off. I'm going to put that right in, and then we're going to cook that all. So what I do next on step 3 here, we've sliced our onions. We're going to add our butter, the onions, the garlic, and our sugar into the Dutch oven. And I'm going to stir that a little bit until the onions are a little more caramelized. But it takes about a half an hour to do that. So we're going to pause here. I'm going to caramelize those onions in the Rock Crock Dutch oven. And then I'll bring it back, show you what we've got, and then we'll move on to the next steps. All right, so now we have our onions, 5 onions, all diced up nice in the Dutch oven. I've added in our garlic and a tablespoon of sugar. and 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to cook this down until these are nice and soft. I think I said we were going to caramelize them earlier, but that's not what we're doing. We're just cooking them down until they're soft and tender, and then we will add the rest of our ingredients for this awesome soup. All right, we've been cooking our onions, garlic, butter, and a little sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar here. And our onions are finally getting brown. Now, I will note the recipe says 25 to 30 minutes. I've been probably closer to 45. My onions had a lot of moisture in them, so it's taken a while for all of that moisture to cook off and for them to really start to brown up a little bit. So but we're finally getting somewhere there. Our next step is going to be to add our wine, and we need 1 cup of wine, Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is our mini measure all. And this thing is great because you can do both dry measures, so you give it a little push, open it up, goes all the way down to a 1 cup measure. You can put sugar, brown sugar, mayonnaise, honey, whatever you would like to put in here, and give it a push right into your bowl. Or it's a liquid measure as well, and that's what we're going to use. It goes all the way up to 1 cup here. So we need 1 cup of the Cabernet Sauvignon. And we're going to give this a little more time to cook, 5 to 7 minutes, until that's all blended in nicely. One thing we noticed as we were stirring was this actual spoon. This is the bamboo spoon set, and I found the other pieces that go with it. I've had this spoon set now for probably, geez, at least 10 years, could be even 15. They're a little different shape now, but they're still offered. Bamboo. I put these in the dishwasher all the time. I'm not a big hand washer. Everything got to go in the dishwasher, so I put those in the dishwasher, and they have been holding up fabulously all of these years. While I'm waiting for the soup and the wine to cook down a little bit, I want to show you the cheese that we're going to be using. It's a Gruyere cheese, and this is the microplane adjustable coarse grater. It's great for soft cheeses, fruits, things like that. Comes with the food handler, which just slides right on there. And then I'm going to take my cheese here. I've already cut some of it up ahead of time. There's these little prongs that goes right on there. Fits right back in. And then you just start grating and grating and grating. It'll get down to that last little piece, and it'll come out for me, and I'll cut that up in a little bit and add that in. I'll put the other piece in. And again, this is the coarse grater. There's also a finer grater if you want something a little finer than that. This cheese will go on the end when we add the toast onto it. We're going to be adding a little thyme in just a moment. So I have here the herb stripper, and this little lovely. I used to sit there and pick everything off, and it would take me forever. But now I just put it into the herb stripper, and I just pull, and off of it comes. Look at that. I've got a whole little pile right here that I've already done. All right. We're going to check on the wine, and we'll come back and then add it all together, put it in the broiler, and we'll be all set. All right, we've been cooking our soup in the wine for about 7 minutes now. Our next step is to add some flour. So again, with my adjustable measuring spoon, I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of flour. I love this. Easy, you can just right on the fly. We'll stir that in for 1 more minute, and then we're going to add in the beef stock, salt, pepper, and our thyme, and let that blend together. And then we'll be ready for our final step of broiling the bread and the cheese on the top of it. We're going to add in 8 cups of beef stock, unsalted. Right now we're going to add in our salt and pepper. With my adjustable measuring spoon again, slide that down to 1 teaspoon. And so I'm going to need 1 teaspoon of pepper. and 2 teaspoons of salt. That's why we use the unsalted beef stock, because we're going to add a little bit in. So we don't want to have it too salty. And we're just going to keep stirring this now. We're going to add in some of our thyme. And really to taste, if you like the flavor of thyme, add a lot. If you like just a little bit, you don't even have to add it at all if you're not a fan of thyme. I'll put a little bit in here. And then we're just going to let that boil a little bit more. Then we'll come back and add the bread and the cheese. All right, we're going to lay on the bread. The soup's been boiling now about 10 minutes. Just want to cook it till it starts to boil, actually. We're going to lay this on the top. And then we'll take all this delicious cheese that's going to go on the top. And then it's going to go into the broiler for just a few minutes until that cheese is bubbly. And then dinner is served. We're going to broil for just a few minutes until that cheese starts to boil on top. It's already starting to melt a little. And here it is, French onion soup in the Dutch oven from Pampered Chef. Bon appetit. All right, we have broiled it for just a few minutes until the cheese is nice and bubbly on top. And let's see what we have. This, by the way, is the Pampered Chef multicolored utensil set. All right, there we have our French onion soup. Looks delicious, smells fabulous. Just to give you a quick rundown of all the products that we use tonight. I used a large stoneware pan just to hold my toast after I browned it in the Dutch oven. The food chopper, the Santoku knife. Love these little guys. The kitchen utility knife. We didn't use this one, but he's cute and he matches the set. So this is the coated tomato knife. Our large chef tongs. The bamboo set, spoon set. The quick slicer. The mini measure-all for both liquid and dry. The herb stripper. Garlic press. The adjustable coarse microplane grater. Our adjustable measuring spoons. And underneath here we have our flexible cutting maps. And of course this beauty, the Rock Dutch oven, where you can boil, fry, cook on the oven top. You can put it in the microwave. You can bake in it. You can broil in it. You can put it on the grill. It's a multi-purpose, one pot for every step of your recipe to make anything that you want. So we'll be doing more recipes with this coming up. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. You can find me on Facebook, my business page, Make Mealtime Amazing with Lori and Pampered Chef. Just go ahead and put that into your search. Thank you very much. We'll be doing more of these and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.